What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Alex's Q&A. Shit. Alex's Toy Show Q&A 61. We're getting to do too many of these. I can't forget. I do forget something. There's something being forgotten here. Now, today is not only just Q&A, it's also pay-per-view predictions. I'm doing this a little early so you guys can get your predictions in. And I went to NXT TakeOver something, Dark Side in Brooklyn. It was awesome! I couldn't believe it. Alright, first, Heel Fan. Heel Fan says he wants me to turn heel against Grimm or anybody, just to be heel. What he does is he says he's the best heel on YouTube, and that if I turn heel with him, he'd get me more subscribers on YouTube. Little does he know, I created the heel. I am the first villain in Grimm's Toy Show. I'm sure I won't be the last. And I told him something like, I am the dark side of the Force. I don't remember. But it was funny. Thunder Kid 74. Who's going home this week on Tough Enough? And who will be improving? Well, as we all saw, it was Tanner. Sorry, man. I really thought it was going to come down to Tanner and the Yeti. In kind of a way, I think it still does come down to Tanner and the Yeti, because ZZ's a joke. Here's my prediction for this week. It's going to be the Yeti and Sarah. Welcome to your winners. And that's it. Because I don't buy what Amanda is selling. I don't. I think Sarah, I've had Sarah's back for the whole season of Tough Enough, or however far that is. I don't know if they call it a season, but I figured she would win, is all I'm trying to say. Brandon Sadowski wants to know, have you ever won Powerball? Not yet, sir. I am trying. Believe me. Mike's Network wants to know, who do I watch on YouTube? You know what? That's a good question. And he means besides, Grimm and Doo-Hop and everybody from the show. Because, of course, we all watch each other's stuff to keep up with each other. I even watch Grime's stuff. Because once in a while, Grime is funny. But usually I try to keep up with his crap. I watch, who else do I watch? I was watching MJ Appleballs to figure out who that guy was. I was like, who's this guy? And I watched it, and I was like, oh, he's got a funny chipmunk voice. Like Alvin and the Chipmunks. And then he turned out to be the fucking bad guy from hell. But who do I watch? Besides the guys from the show, I watch Jeremy Johns. He does very good movie reviews, and he's kind of on par with what I like, I watch Honest Trailers. Honest Trailers are by Screen Junkies. I didn't write it down. Screen Junkies is the YouTube channel, and they make the Honest Trailers, and they are brutally funny. Like, they will rip movies apart just to, for a laugh, and they are very, no lie, I watched like 50 one day. They were so funny. It was really like most of the night, because it was a lot. I watch my brother's channel when I'm not doing videos with him. He is Fishing Guy 75. I watch Nerdist News with Jessica Chobot. I watch Alyssa Christensen. She does fitness and modeling, and she's killer. Check it out. Realistic Videos, My Nerdy 30s. You know what? If you go on my channel and hit is it subscribers or what? You can see, there's different things. There's different tabs there under my channel. You can see all my playlists, my videos, there's discussion, and there's another one, about, that's like my profile. But there's another one that shows you who I'm subscribed to, and it's all there if you're not sure on the spelling of these. Good question, though, Mike. Very good question. Hellcutter, $3.99. Not $400, but $3.99. Wants to know, what do I think about Grime cursing? Yeah, that video was pretty funny. I always said, I know this guy is not such a goody-goody. Everybody curses a little bit. He cursed a lot. but it was funny, nonetheless. Jake Bauer wants to know if I could do a Q&A off of Twitter. You know what, dude? This is how I do Q&A. I take comments on YouTube all week long, all the comments from Twitter, and all the comments from Amino, and if there are any on Instagram, I write them down too. Everywhere I have social media, I write them down on a sheet of paper like this, Well, actually, it's like this. This is the top to bottom, and I read them off every week, every Sunday. That's how I do Q&A. If I did just a Twitter Q&A, I'd leave people out. I'd leave too many people out. Louis Serrani wants to know: do you think the Shield will reunite, and do you think Big Show should retire? The Big Show, he's got a long career. I don't see him back at the top of anything. I like the big feud that he's got going with Ryback and The Miz, and I hope he like squashes The Miz's guts out, because I can't stand The Miz. I don't know anybody that likes The Miz. Well, I know some people like The Miz. I particularly don't like The Miz. I think he still has a good year or two in him, but I would have to think by his age, he's coming up on the end of his career. And do I think the Shield will reunite? Stay tuned to the end of this episode, because I have something to say. Jeremiah Baez, my favorite city that I've been to. Have you ever been to a Yankees game? Yes. I go to lots of Yankees games. I was at the one in Toronto. They played Toronto. I was visiting a buddy in Toronto, and or just outside of Toronto, I should say. And we went and caught the Yankee game. That was a nice little treat to me, and a treat for them to see me. Something. And, the favorite city I've been to Cape May, down at the bottom of New Jersey there. It was really nice. I loved everything about it. I've traveled a lot of places, but so far Cape May has been my favorite. Jason Bullock, who's your best friend in the show? And do you plan on bringing Feisty Pants to a Major League Baseball game? Yes! We actually have a minor league games at the end of the month that we're going to check out. And I think he's at the age now, because he can't bring little kids to a game, or you shouldn't, I should say. Little kids can't sit still for that long, and their attention span is way out. And, I mean, if you're really there to enjoy the game and to have other people enjoy the game sitting around you, you don't want to bring a small child to a baseball game. At least not the whole game. But we're going to a minor league game at the end of the month, and then I think next year we're going to look for some Yankee tickets, and we're going to go like once or twice. And who's my best friend in the show? I don't choose. We're all friends, man. I don't have one friend that's better than the other. We're all just a good group of friends. That's how that works. Denny Doll wants to know: who is my favorite porn star? My friend, this is a PG show. We don't talk about porn here. What kind of car do you drive? And do you keep in contact with Van Slyke, Andy Van Slyke? You know what? At the end of the show, I should say at the end of the day when filming was done, we had a nice little conversation upstairs, and I gave him one of these cards that I kind of just bought off the internet, and it sucks because I paid like $40 for it. It was one of those cards that were serial numbered out of 10. It was a jersey and an autograph. And I had 2 of the 10. I finally had gotten a third of the 10. He's like, "Nah, dude, you got to give me something good." And I'm like, "Dude, you can give me $40. But we had a nice laugh about it. It became a good story that I've told over the years. And we were going to keep in touch, but we haven't. But it was still a great experience to see him. I would totally love to see him again eventually sometime. And I drive an Accord, if you're wondering. King Walrus, what do you think of Eva? I hate her. And what's your Xbox username? You know, I'm not on Xbox, I swear to you guys. I would totally play if I actually played games, but I don't play games. I play EverQuest on the PC. The only stuff I do on the Xbox is when me and Feisty Pants are playing, and we're building some Minecraft to show you guys every week. That's all the Xbox that I play. If I win the lottery and I have some free time to start playing Xbox all day long, I'll let you guys know. Toothless wants to know if I ever worked in Target, Toys R Us, or Walmart. I've never worked in Walmart. WWE coverage, him and I were talking on Amino. He does a lot of good blogs on Amino. If you guys are there, check him out. It's WWE coverage, all one word. And he wants to know, do I like the Stardust gimmick better than Cody Rhodes? And my opinion on the match tonight. Stay tuned! Let's go right into that, actually, because that was the last question. I don't mind the Stardust gimmick. I have said before that he is, like, right out of Marvel Comics. If you guys don't know Mr. Sinister, I want you to look him, go pause me right now and go Google him X-Men Mr. Sinister. And you're going to be, you're like, your mind is just going to be like, poof. And what Mr. Sinister is he's a villain in the X-Men story. But he's got like a star, sort of, right here. He's got a pale white face. And he's got like some kind of jewel on his head. And if you notice, Stardust wears like 3 jewels on his painted face. So there's a little gimmick there. But what stands out most of all is he doesn't always come out with it to the ring, but he does wear like a cape. You'll see when you see what the picture looks like. He wears the same thing. I love that he loves comics. I love that it looks like Mr. Sinister, but it's Mr. Sinister. I don't hate the gimmick, but I don't love it either. I think Team Arrow is going to win this. It's not the worst match in the world, but it should be entertaining, to say the least. I don't expect Stephen Amell to have much offense, because he's not a wrestler. He's an actor. Kevin Owens and Cesaro. I like that match is going somewhere. They have a huge feud they've been building the last couple of weeks on Raw. I think Cesaro, I would like to see Cesaro win that. Randy Orton and Sheamus are fighting again for the 4,000th time. Somebody knows what I'm talking about. I don't see Sheamus winning. I think this is going to be a couple of faces match. I think Randy Orton's going to win this. It's going to be cool. It would be nice if the briefcase was on the line and they wrestled for the briefcase, and then I would still pick Randy Orton, because why Sheamus has the friggin' briefcase, I have no idea at all. Dolph Ziggler made a return to Raw last week. It was really awesome. I kind of had a feeling he was going to return eventually, because they kept building the feud between Lana and Summer. And they had that back and forth with Lana and Rusev. And I'm like, this is perfect. I'm like, where is Dolph Ziggler? Finally! Dolph Ziggler! Okay, I was going to do a Rock thing, but it's not. He comes back, and he's like, yeah, and he kicks Rusev in the face or something, the super kick, and Lana slaps Summer down to the ground, and it's great. It's gonna be Rusev and Ziggler, and the girls are gonna be ringside. I think Ziggler's gonna win it because why not? Let's see. The Divas have a 3-team elimination match. I think the Bellas are gonna pull this off. They've been losing the last couple of weeks. I think they're gonna win this. Ryback versus The Miz and The Big Show. I think Ryback is going to retain for the sake of Ryback being the champ. I call him the, holy crap. I think Ryback is going to retain for the sake of him being the... I think Ryback is going to retain for the sake of him being the Boy Wonder. And I call him the Boy Wonder because his R goes this way, R, and an R. His R is very similar to Robin, the Boy Wonder, from Batman. Google this now. Go find a picture of Robin 3 from the old comics, and I swear it's the same R right off of Robin's uniform. Fatal 4-Way for the tag team title. New Day, Los Matadors, Primetime Players, and the Lucha Dragons. I think Primetime's going to retain. I think there's going to be like there's going to be a lot of cheating between the New Day because they're going to have the third guy on the outside. But I think Primetime is going to retain. Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose are taking on Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper. It's not Luke Harper. I swear to God, those guys on the announcer table are saying Lou Carper with a K. K-A-R-P-E-R. Anyway, this has been dragged on for way too long. I'm seeing Reigns and Ambrose win this. I would like to see Seth Rollins lose earlier in the night to come before this match and then have like the Wyatts perform some kind of, overpowering, cheating way, and Seth Rollins comes to the aid of Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose, and there's like a Shield reunion. That would be cool for me. I would love it. I kind of called that like a year ago, but it didn't happen, and that would be cool. Something. Or even if he doesn't lose to Cena and he comes out anyway and he's like, hey, I'm going to help you guys. I need you to help me beat Cena. And then Seth Rollins wins and beats Cena. But I think Cena's going to win the unification. I don't actually. Do we know if it's unification or is it just 2 titles? Like, is he going to have to vacate the U.S. title if that's his choice? I don't know. But I think Cena's going to win, and I think Roman Reigns and Ambrose are going to win. I would like to see Rollins win. I would, but I don't. I just, I don't see I don't see Super Cena going down. And then the big match that everybody cares about, except for me, I could give a shit less. Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar. Brock beat Taker's streak back at WrestleMania. Undertaker takes a 1.5 years off to plan his revenge, and finally plans his revenge. And he interrupts the match at, was it Battleground between Seth Rollins and Brock Lesnar? And he beats up Brock Lesnar at Battleground, and I was like, man, I wanted to see a match, and Brock Lesnar had the thing going, I really thought he was actually going to beat Seth Rollins, and I'm like, oh my god, I thought Seth Rollins was going to retain, and then friggin' Undertaker shows up. So, really, what happens here, I don't even care, but here's the 2 sides of it. I don't see Undertaker winning, because it's going to make Brock look like a pansy, but I don't see The Undertaker coming back and plotting revenge only to lose to Brock again. So, who cares? Alright, this is all our stuff here. Enjoy the pay-per-view. We'll talk plenty about it afterwards. Here's the fan mail. Alex's Toy Show, P.O. Box 13, Bayville, New Jersey, 08721. I stream EverQuest now on Twitch. If you go to twitchtv.com, find me on My Pal Alex, and you can watch me play in EverQuest. On Amino, I do wrestling Amino, movies and TV, Star Wars, toys, and MMO. Instagram, My Pal Alex _photos. Lego.ideas.com. And the show, My Pal Alex, on Twitter, YouTube, and Lego. And then Sunday, we do Q&A all week long. Leave your questions, I'll write them down, and then I'll answer them every Sunday. When there's a pay-per-view, like today, I throw the predictions in there. Monday, we do toy hunts and toy hauls. Feisty Pants likes to go shopping. I take him all the time. If we buy stuff, we buy stuff. We show it off if we do. Tuesday, Baseball Card Tuesday. Wednesday, Feisty Pants does Minecraft. And then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we leave it open for fan mail, Lego, action figure reviews, and other fun stuff like EverQuest videos. Sometimes I film my adventures and I post them. That's all I got for Q&A. Like this video, leave me a comment, subscribe for more. Watch the pay-per-view. Let's talk about the end of it and the results and all that shit. And see you later.